Tisztelt Hölgyeim!
Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orbán has detonated a political bomb in Europe, warning that Ukraine's entry into the European Union would mean instant war with Russia. Orbán says EU or NATO membership for Kyiv is not diplomacy, it is escalation. If Ukraine joins today, he says, every European country, including Hungary, would be at war with the Russians.
If we took up Ukraine with NATO, it would mean a world war. If we took up Ukraine in the European Union, it would mean war. If Ukraine were to become a member of the European Union today, then today every European country, including Hungary, would be at war with the Russians. So Ukraine's membership would mean a war problem for us, and it would also mean an economic problem for us.
Orbán says Brussels is hiding the true cost of Ukraine. According to figures discussed at EU Council meetings, Ukraine needs $800 billion over the next decade to run the state and $700 billion more for its military. Orbán claims the EU has agreed in principle. He voted against further funding, warning the money equals 60 years of Hungarian pensions or 40 years of family support. The Hungarian leader has drawn a hard red line. No Ukrainian EU membership. Orbán says Hungarians voted against it and insists pressure from Brussels will not change the outcome. He backs cooperation with Kyiv, but without membership rights, arguing that once Ukraine enters the EU, Europe will lose control over spending and policy. Orbán says he warned Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky that time is working against Ukraine and urged him to seek a ceasefire. Zelensky, Orbán claims, rejected that view, insisting a longer war would defeat Russia. Orbán openly questions how a nuclear power can be beaten on the battlefield.
I visited Mr. Zelensky when I went to Moscow, and I told Mr. Zelensky that I think he is in trouble. The military reports, the economic background, the weapons that can be purchased, the vitality, and in general the situation in the battlefield show that time is not on his side. Time works against him.
From Moscow, Orbán recounts President Vladimir Putin's blunt message. Russia will secure Donetsk and Luhansk by force if needed. Orbán says Russia already controls around 80% of Donetsk and is prepared to take the rest, regardless of casualties.
Mr. President Putin, what was my speech? I will not tell you, but the last one. I asked him how much the exclusion of Donetsk is attached to this. Do you understand what I am talking about? The Russians set the goal to occupy Luhansk and the Donetsk region. They also occupied two others, including Zorohely. Now they really occupied 80% of the Donetsk region, not 26%. And I told him, look, the following situation is very simple from a Russian point of view. The Ukrainian army will soon run out of people.
Orbán warns Europe is sliding toward direct military involvement, predicts US support will collapse under a future Donald Trump presidency, and rejects Brussels' authority over national interests. His message is stark. Europe is funding a war it cannot win, and Hungary will not pay the price.